Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Two Tangled Skeins. How about the date first?
Sure.
Works. It is September 20th, 2014, I think.
Gosh.
Episode 79. I'm Sue,
right.
also known as Crafty Knitter 7. I'd like to welcome any returning viewers and welcome any new viewers. Yeah.
Kari's turn.
Oh, that's where those came from.
Hey! Ah! We're on camera!
I'm Kari, also known as Jaded Knitter. And you can find us on YouTube under Two Tangled Skeins and on our blog, which is twotangledskeins.com.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm doing the writing thing again.
We all do that.
And
Ravelry.
Join our Ravelry group.
And Twitter.
And Twitter.
But
Not
nobody
that-
uses Twitter.
Tweet.
Well, lots of people
Okay,
use
none
Twitter.
of us use
We
Twitter.
don't use Twitter.
Sorry, speak for yourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
You tweet?
I tweet.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes.
I may actually have to follow you and
You
know,
just
look
made
at
a
my...
noise that made both dogs sit up and...
Both dogs are sitting over here at the end of the couch and they just... Yeah, I squeaked
She
and,
squeaks
and they
and
went...
two heads, ears.
And we have a cat up there, just...
Oh yeah, hey! Hi Neo!
Yeah, he blends.
He does! He's the same color as
No.
the cabinet.
Sorry, my dogs are coming around the camera.
No,
and making
go.
noises. Go, Tasha.
She's like, but Mom,
I love you.
Anyway, I am Lynn, also known as Toll Baby, and I get to be in the middle, so hi.
Squish. Carrie. Okay, so, FOs.
None.
None.
You got those.
She, literally...
She's
She
foaming
does this
now.
all the time. Literally. Just finished it.
She's
She's
sewing as we
weaving in
speak.
ends.
Yep, I'm weaving in ends. I
Okay,
have...
that's just a scary sight. On the table is mitts with needles,
Randomly sticking out of them, just because that's where she puts them.
yeah.
Well, if you check my project page, there's actually a pair of folded socks with my signature DPN sticking out.
Excuse me. Oh, the
So
colors. Really? That's red.
Dark. Yeah, it's a cherry red color.
There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
we're
I have-
having issues with the color.
We're still playing with it. So these are my pop of cherries, and these are the actual mitts. So I have a full set of mitts done, and I have the fingerless gloves are done except for the bind off on the thumbs. So we'll call them
She'll
done.
be done by the time we leave.
I'll probably be done by the end of the episode because this is up next. Because I don't actually have anything else cast on.
What? She's been trying to finish these.
Oh, true.
Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't have anything else cast on that
Here.
is currently with me.
Okay.
Me not having more than one thing cast on. That crazy talk.
You said it.
So, yeah, these are the sample knit that I'm making for knit picks. The pattern's already up on Ravelry. It's actually going to get revamped as soon as I finish these because I have to redo bits and pieces of it. This is Knit Picks Capra, which is merino and cashmere, and oh so squishy.
So soft.
I was gonna say, does it have goat in it?
Yeah.
Sadly, they're not for me.
No, they're actually too small for. Well, they fit Sue.
The fingerless ones might fit me. She's like, I need to send them to Knit Picks, cut it out.
Yeah.
You have the pattern.
I can make my own.
Or you can wait until I get them back, and you two can fight over who gets what.
Well, there you go.
Because they don't fit me. Because Knit Picks wants the small size, and I do not have small lady hands. I have man hands.
I have little short fingers.
I don't have those either. So, yeah. And these ones are done on a...
3.5. That's what it
Yes.
said in last week's.
Okay.
notes.
Okay, so it is a 3.5 then, which is a US 4. That goes
Hey, that's
there.
the size you needed last night.
Yeah, we'll get into that after.
Sue had a misadventure last
right,
night.
that. So yeah, that concludes the Kari portion of the show because there's nothing else.
Did you
currently.
bring anything else to knit on?
Well, I have sock wool, and I have my mother's sweater, which I have to unbind and rip out. I have to redo the entire. I'll show that.
She has to finish the thumbs first.
Okay, so that's a work in progress.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'm working on, French can is that what it's
Yes.
called? Yes, the French can, which I'm making progress.
Yes, she's made a lot of progress.
I was here.
You can't quite see the
No.
stitch marker. It's not
You
getting.
can't
There you
even,
go.
even the
This
color's
marker.
not coming out.
No, there's no color. It's like black, but this is really, really colorful yarn.
Yeah, because I'm wearing a bright teal shirt.
Maybe we need a light right over the camera. Of course, then we'd be blind. There you go.
Well, we have the option of putting the big light on.
That's a big light.
That's a flood lamp.
It's the kind of flood lamp that they use under overpasses when they're working at night.
Yeah, maybe we'll try that next week.
Anyways, I
Moving
was
around.
here, and so I've done, wait, where am I? All this.
Yes.
And the pattern is by Mademoiselle C. And I'm knitting it out of 3 Irish Girls yarn, which is here. And yeah, the colors are not showing up at all. On 4mm, which is a US 6.
And it's the Giving Tree colorway.
Yes, the Giving Tree colorway. Because, you know, what else am I knitting on? I'm knitting on socks, which
I
didn't
was gonna
get...
say your brain had already moved on to the lollipop.
Yeah. Which I didn't get a lot of progress on. Where my stitch marker is here, I got about 8 rows.
Well, yeah, but that's because you've been going gangbusters on the shawl.
Exactly.
Because you want to get to this one.
Yes, I do. So this is Basic Rib Socks by Kate Atherley out of Lollipop yarn in the Urban Myth colorway on 2.75mm, which is a US 2, and as you'll notice, they're the 9-inch needles. They're really tiny.
Don't use really, really feltable wool as stitch holders. It makes it hard to pull out.
Oh no.
Public service announcement for today.
And the other thing I'm working on is a Susan Claudino pattern. I'm in a Halloween swap, and my swap partner doesn't know who has them, so this is the beginning. It looks like
Wow, the green really pops.
yeah, it looks like a tooth, but it's not, because it just needs a couple arms and some ears. And yeah, that is, I don't think we should push.
He's super cute.
Yeah, you can kind of see him at the bottom there. Yeah.
So
I'm
the
working
ears
on the
like
ears.
the gremlin you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's by Susan Claudino. It is on 3mm needles, which I don't think there's a US equivalent,
There
right?
isn't.
And it's unknown yarn.
2.5.
It's bright green and orange. And so I'm hoping I didn't bring the yarn down. I'm hoping I have enough yarn left to make both ears. I've already started the ears. If not, it's worsted though.
Oh, that's worsted? Can't help you. Sorry.
I might have something. I'll have to check.
It's my bag of scraps.
I want to get it done by October 1st because my swap partner lives very far away and I want to make sure that they get it by Halloween.
You're not supposed to say that.
It could be very far away in the States. It
That's
could be,
true.
It could be England. It could
Oh,
be
if
Sweden.
relatively speaking, Toronto's really far away. So.
Exactly. So I just want to
All
make sure
depends
that
on how you're sending it.
they get it in time. And that's all I'm working on.
So I sent something to Missouri yesterday, and they're like, "Oh yeah, 2 weeks or so." Really? I can drive there faster myself.
Yep.
It's crazy. And the prices we pay to send stuff is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like my chapters order. I ordered a book off Chapters, which is the Canadian version of Amazon, sort of. It's a competing.
It's the
Chain.
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. It's
All right, whatever. It's a big bookstore chain.
It's bookstore, not an Amazon.
And well, Amazon started out as a bookstore. You can get pretty much anything off of Chapters now.
Mm.
So anyway, it's kind of like Amazon, but not really. So I ordered a book, like, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And its estimated shipping date is October, well, no, the estimated delivery date, it's shipped a week ago, is October 6th.
It's coming from freaking Toronto.
I'm thinking somebody's walking here with it. That's my idea.
But
But
see, when I looked for that book, it didn't show it as having it in stock at Chapters. It showed it as having it in stock through another vendor through Chapters.
that's possible too. But I mean, they said it shipped. I have a tracking number and everything.
Yeah,
It just
that's-
hasn't moved.
yeah, I have one of those from Amazon. I'm currently waiting on it.
It's kind of silly. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have it, tell me you don't have it. I'm only working on a couple of things. This one, which I'm loath to put down since I'm so
Which
close
the
to the
pink
end of the
actually
row.
shows up quite right.
Yes. Unfortunately, I can't spread it out because I'm mid-row, but this is the cool clavicle cover. The slip stitches are really starting to look amazing. I'm on section 4 right now, so I'm almost done. Well, almost. Being a relative term, it is a very long shawl. The sections get progressively larger as you go.
Mm-hmm.
The first section, I think, is what, 12 rows, and then it goes up 4 rows per section, but from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's
That's
Well, that
The-
really
the
doesn't
the
show
length
up.
of the.
yeah,
final
but you
section.
haven't blocked it yet, so it'll be bigger than that. But yes, that's what I've been working on, and I've been working furiously because if you remember last week, I had about this much. So, I had this little bit done here, this little crescent at the top, and I've done the whole rest of it since then. So, there actually is a lot of work here. It just doesn't show. And the only other thing I'm working on.
Pattern, yarn.
Oh, I'm
needles.
sorry. Cool clavicle cover. I didn't. Cool clavicle cover by Megan Williams in Bittersweet Woolery's Guilty Pleasures base faded petals colorway on 5mm needles, which is a US 8. Did I do okay, Mom?
You did. You gotta give these details because people will ask.
I'm
That's how much caffeine I've had this morning.
Chug.
Yeah, I have holes in my mouth. I can't. The only other thing I'm working on, it's a rather pathetic beginning because I forgot the pattern at work yesterday. This is the second dishcloth for the blanket that I'm doing out of the Dishcloth Diva Knits On. And this is the LMA, which is this one right here. It's got a nifty bumpy pattern. And I'm doing it in a greenish, it's sort of a...
It actually, the green shows up quite well.
It's a sage green handicrafter cotton. Because, I mean, back when Zellers still existed, which is kind of like Target, but not as good. They actually recently got bought out by Target, which is why they don't exist anymore. But we used to be able to get really, really good mill ends because the mill end factory is, well, the place that produces the mill ends is in Ontario. So we used to get really good mill ends. And I got piles and piles and piles of handicrafter cotton. So I have like probably 20, 30 different colors. And so I
know where to go
have
when I
a
need
wide
some
variety, yes. Well, everybody who makes dishcloths is like, what colors do you have? People just troll my stash and...
Just out of interest, were the straights you were looking for, are they pink?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause there's a pink set in the backseat of your car.
I know, no, it's not the pink ones. Those are plastic, and I don't like knitting with plastic because the yarn sort of squishes against it and squeals and stuff. No, they were
squeaky
metal, but they were Red Heart. Red Heart? No, they were like... I don't know, they were the same brand as these.
Arrow.
No, that's not Arrow. I bought them at Walmart. Walmart doesn't sell Arrow.
Oh.
They're either Red Heart or Lion Brand. I don't remember which.
Boy.
No, they're one of those two.
It would be Red Heart from...
So, they're Red Heart needles. They have but they're short straights. Like, they're about this long instead of really long. So they're perfect size for a dishcloth, and they're not as annoying to knit with as these. These are actually the first pair of needles I ever bought. They're awful. These are boring needles, and I don't like their straights. I love their circulars, but I don't like their straights because they're way too long and unwieldy, and you feel like you're knitting with sticks and hitting things all the time. And so that's what I'm working on, and that's also a size 5mm, which is a US 8. So it's Bernat Handicrafter cotton. It's the LMA pattern by Deb Buchanan. Is it Buchanan or Buckingham?
Buckingham.
Okay, sorry.
I got it wrong last week.
I'm really bad with names. I'm worse with faces, so
Buckingham.
I won't cover up your show notes.
That's okay.
So that's all I'm working on. Cool. I'll go back to finishing my row now.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to talk about, I was at Knit Night last night and I pulled out my French can to find this.
That is not 2 needles. Well,
No,
it is
that
now.
Snapped needle. So
she
I
pulls
think-
it out of her bag and looks at it in horror, and I'm like, what? Her needle had snapped in the yarn.
So it's either my son, when he sat down beside me on the couch, sat on it, or when I drove him to his friend's house, he threw his bag on top of my purse. So I don't know. I don't think by throwing a bag on top of a bag it would break.
Explain Tyler. That works.
Yep, works for me.
I I usually blame the teenager when something goes wrong.
Why not? They're not here to defend
That's
themselves.
what we have teenagers for.
All right. So,
Was that their purpose?
Yes.
other
Can't
thing-
get them to do chores, so.
other things. We got, I've been in contact with Stephanie from Stitchcraft Marketing. Let me just make sure I'm getting the right name. Stitchcraft Marketing. And there is a contest going on the Red Barn Yarn website. So the contest is to name a new yarn that they're putting out.
And it's their yarn
A base.
It's a base. So
So not a colorway.
not a colorway. They have colorways already. I haven't received the yarn yet, but she said I can go ahead and talk about it. So basically there's about 6 or 7 podcasters or blogs, podcaster or blog, who are going to be talking about this on their shows. So it's called Name This Yarn Contest. So how it works, so how the fans can submit their yarn names is you email info@redbarnyarn.com. In the subject title, you put Name This Yarn Contest Submission. I will have all this in the show notes. And then you name the yarn. They're saying, while we're encouraging creativity in all directions, we'd like to remind folks to keep it PG.
It's a family-friendly company.
And so the panel of judges are Jennifer Burt, who is the editor of Love of Knitting magazine, Catherine Petiti, owner of Red Barn Yarn, and then there's going to be a mystery judge. We don't know who that is.
Oh Lord, the
I'm
doorbell
sorry.
just went.
My doorbell just rang, and I have to get up. So
The dogs went to
you guys can read off the paper if you want.
Yes. Okay. So there's probably going to be a thread about this in the group.
Hi.
Yes. Unfortunately, none of us really know much about this. It's
Yeah.
all her thing. So prizes.
Prizes. We'll go with prizes.
Go
or
ahead.
we'll just wait until Sue comes back and she can continue reading. Here you go.
Sorry, that was a beer delivery from my husband.
Oh, good Lord.
Okay. So
Not
there'll be
commenting.
prizes for 3 submissions.
There will
Grand
be
prize
commenting later.
is 1-year subscription to Love of Magazine, Love of Knitting magazine, and a sweater's worth quantity, 7 skeins of the unnamed yarn, and a special tag with their name on it for the first year of sales following the promotion.
Cool.
Nice.
Second and third prizes, a year subscription to Love of Knitting magazine and 2 skeins of the as of yet unnamed yarn, enough to make a shawl. So, I'm so
And I
waiting.
swear I will not go anywhere near this, so that way the yarn will never be discontinued.
And so, and they're saying that viewers can get a sample of the yarn for free. So there are limited amounts of yarn for each podcaster or blog, and what you have to do is send an email to info@redbarnyarn.com, and in the subject you write sample, and then give them your address and everything, and they will send you a sample. So
And the name of the blog or podcast that you're.
yes, the name of the blog or podcast. So
2 Tangled Skeins
Yeah.
would need to be in there somewhere.
and you'll also be subscribed to a Red Barn Yarn newsletter. So, yeah, so free samples will be available to all of your readers or viewers worldwide. So this is a global thing. And the contest lifted off on the 15th. So it was announced on the Red Barn Yarn and Love of Knitting channels. Blog tour also begins. Blog tour meaning bloggers or podcasters. Started on the 17th. It goes to the 3rd of October. The 15th of November, the contest closes, and all entries must be submitted. And then the winner will be announced on the 25th of November.
That's my niece Stephanie's birthday.
So I will put all this. Should I make a separate thread for it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make a separate thread for it, and I'll have all the instructions. And if you have any questions, you
Lay
can
down, Tasha.
PM me. Tasha, go. So that's that. So that'll be interesting. I haven't received the yarn yet, but it is a. Shoot, I don't think I have it on here. It's alpaca and something. Yeah.
So I definitely can't have anything to do with it.
No.
Then no touchy.
I can't.
Lucas.
Yeah, it's not on here.
All the fun stuff's always alpaca.
It's got alpaca. Anyway. The other thing we have going on. We have a local dyer who I showed her yarn last week. Red sock, blue sock yarn. We went to the Almont Fair Fiber Festival?
Yeah.
Fair. Fiber
Red sock,
Festival.
blue
Yeah.
yarn.
Red sock, blue sock yarn.
There's
Oh.
a thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The lady
So-
we
Her name's Ashley. She was upstairs.
Yes.
And so
Do you have your stash acquisition?
No, it's upstairs.
Oh, boo.
So that's her card.
Because she bought some of her yarn last weekend.
Yeah, I did show it last week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
So she's agreed. I emailed her and asked her if she would do a giveaway, and she said yes. So it's going to be for a skein of her basic sock, and it's going to be what is available. The winner will choose what is available in the shop, what they're going to win. So what you'll have to do is I'll start a thread, and you will have to go to her website and tell us which color is your favorite. And then next week we will pick a winner, and I will contact her, and she will get you in touch, and you'll choose what she has left in the shop, and you'll win that.
And just to enable a little bit, she's got some fantastic colors. Because we went to the booth last week, and I was just like, oh, it's all so
she's
pretty.
got some nice stuff. It's www.redsockbluesockyarn.com. I don't think she's on Etsy. I think it's at her actual website. The other thing we have is I was in contact with Fascination Studio, Hannah Dewey.
Done. Yay.
She makes buttons, and she sent me a sample. These are really, really cute. You can't really see the detail.
But the color's really neat.
The color's really neat.
They're textured buttons.
Yeah, textured buttons. So I will start a thread for that. You will go to her website, tell us which is your favorite set of buttons, and when we pick a winner, you'll be able to, I'll get you in contact with Hannah, and you'll be able to choose your set of buttons, and she'll send them to you. Let me see. And my phone's ringing.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Ignore the phone.
Yeah. I think. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Does anybody have any stash acquisition?
No.
My project, I bought a Java Jenny project bag, but it's still sitting in Chicago right now, so I can't show it off.
I'm just hoping it's not my son. Because.
Ignore the phone.
Yeah, it's hard to ignore the phone
I
when your
know.
kids are out.
Especially when they're teenagers.
So I think that's pretty much it.
Yep. I haven't done any spinning. I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't done any spinning on my new Turkish spindle either. We'll get to it eventually.
I will be spinning this week, though.
You will be?
Yes.
Okay.
I have some more of Millie to power through before I can rent a drum carder and bring it home.
Carve some more. Okay. Cool. So happy crafting, knitting, everything, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Stop recording.